Hey guys, here Rich here with Brotherhood Reviews, and we're gonna be talking about Sanji. Um, in the recent chapter 1028, we just found out that his exoskeleton has emerged, and now we have a brand new Sanji. He's a little upset. During the manga, he was complaining on how he didn't want to turn into a monster like Yonji and Yonji and Yanji. Um, but it is what it is. It happened. He is now ascended to a new height, and he is better than he was before in a sense. Um, like not necessarily better, but like more durable. Um, Now the things we know about the exoskeleton is that it increases his regen. Now he has a regen factor. He also, got cracked with a sword that wasn't covered in hockey and it broke. And we know it's not a cheap sword. We're in Wano right now. I'm pretty sure Queen doesn't have a flimsy sword. So, he can't get cut now. And I know the Zoro fans out there are gonna be like, "Oh, what is Zoro gonna do?" Zoro still has hockey, and he can still coat his blades in hockey. So everybody needs to calm down with Sanji being able to beat up Zoro now. I don't think that's possible. Well, not that it's not possible, but I still think that they're still evenly matched. But I'll go in depth on that later. Well, in a different video. Now, what we know about Sanji is that he was born like the rest of them. So originally he had the genes that they had, but then it converted back to regular human genes. So with that happening, Sanji wasn't didn't have the exoskeleton, wasn't as strong, wasn't as fast, wasn't, you know, just didn't have all the capabilities his brothers and sister had. Um so he was considered a failure. You know, my thought was that there was something in the raid suit that enhanced his gene, not enhanced his genes, but maybe just brought it out. It was made for his specific body, and it probably reawakened the gene. Because like even in our science today, there are certain genes that lay dormant. So it could have just been dormant, not that it was gone, but it was hidden by all the chemicals his mother took when she was pregnant with them when they were babies, because he was the only one affected and he was the youngest. So, usually when you have triplets, the third one is the weakest born out of all three children, because it's hard to get all those nutrients in. Plus, with her taking all that medicine that pretty much killed her, didn't help either. So now Sanji is awakened. He's really upset, and the other power ups I think this is gonna come with, I think it's gonna increase his control over his fire ability, because everybody thinks that Judge mixed his DNA with Lunarian DNA, which makes sense because one of his brothers has lightning powers. The other one's really super strong and can like extend his hands and his body like a robot. And his sister has a poison ability. So with that, it could be that that's really like the last thing that could have a judge could have used was Lunarian DNA. And given the fact that we know he used to work for the government, and the government would probably be the only place to find all types of DNA, especially if they conquered everything, they would be the only people who would have any information, anything on the races that are missing in the One Piece world. Now, does his power up make him stronger than Jinbei? Yes. Jinbei was a warlord, but he is at he's already past his prime. So he's at his max strength right now. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Jinbei's a pushover as we saw, even though Who's Who for some people may be disappointing, but it makes sense because if he was the equivalent to Rob Lucci, then so then he shouldn't be any match for any of the Straw Hats at this point in time. I mean, any of them. You know what I mean? Obviously, probably like Usopp or Nami might have a little bit difficulties with him, but ultimately they will defeat him. So, with that being said, I still think Sanji is above uh is above him, is above Jinbei. Now, if Yamato joins, is he above Yamato? Yes, because even though Yamato was holding off Kaido, I still believe Kaido was holding back because at the end of the day, Yamato is Kaido's child. Mainly people don't believe that, feels like he was going all out, but no, because we saw towards the end of the fight when he got sick of it, he was beating her down like she was nothing. So yes, the beginning of while they were fighting, he was trying to convince her, you know what I mean, like, you're my child, you're supposed to rule these people, you know. But she was no match at the end of the day. Everybody wants to bring up the fact that Zoro stopped a combined attack. You know what I mean? So it wasn't just Kaido's strength. It was the strength of two Yonko. And two out of the three strongest Yonko. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if Shanks is stronger than both of them. Well, obviously not both of them together, but Shanks is up there with them. But Big Mom and Kaido have been doing this for almost a half a century. So, well, I think Big Mom's already over 50, so she's been doing it for a half a century. He's been doing it for almost a century. So this isn't new to them. This is every day. This is life for them. So yeah, I think now with his exoskeleton, he would be able to block the combined attack just like Zoro did, but it is what it is. That's for a different discussion. Okay, now, Sanji, will he accept the fact that this is his new power? He has no choice to accept it. He won't be happy about it, but he will accept it because now he has the strength to be one of the wings of the Pirate King. Okay? This is everything he's been waiting for. This is what he's been missing. This is the last thing he needed. He learned Skywalk. He can do he learned hockey. Now he can get hurt, but he doesn't need a doctor, Will he use the raid? This is the biggest question I've heard. Will he use the raid suit against Queen? Yes, because even though we saw he has a regen factor, and yes, he is not getting hurt, he needs that extra speed boost to beat Queen. He is not going to beat Queen without a little bit more help. Yes, he is more durable. He needs the speed, and I believe the raid suit helps increase his strength a little bit as well. So, and the invisibility capabilities of the suit are too clutch. But that is my thoughts. I want to know all your thoughts. Please leave comments, likes. I would appreciate it. If you like my content, please subscribe. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good day, time, night, whenever you guys are listening to this. Thank you.